What's your favorite thing to do that has nothing to do with any of this stuff?
Oh, I like to work with scientists and doctors, and that's what I've been doing the last 3 or 4 years. I hang out with scientists, basically those working in the medical field. Dick West, who does stem cell research and that kind of thing, and Dr. Braverman, who's a brain specialist in Renna. And I do experiments on myself. We just went through a series of a week's work of loading amino acids into the brain. We would load high loads of amino acids into a drip like glycine, glycine is like the natural Valium of the brain. The brain lives on amino acids. That's what feeds the brain. Sugar, complex carbohydrates feed the body. So we would load these amino acids knowing what they basically do in isolation. And we would do a brain scan before, load the amino acid, and a brain scan afterwards to see how the brain responded to it scientifically, and then of course I had my own input. And wonderful stuff, just some wonderful work. Glycine is an extremely wonderful calming amino acid. But it's not like any kind of drug, because you don't feel any drug effect because it's natural to the body. It feels like this, that you feel like everything is all right. Everything is all right.
It's a nice thing.
Yeah, you don't feel the euphoria, or you don't feel, oh yeah, everything's all right.
Does that come from Lorenzo's oil? Is it?
Yes, it stems out of Lorenzo's oil. Then I got my own microscope, dark field microscope, and I started looking at my own blood on a big screen, and your red cells are this big, and you watch your white cells. And, it's a little bit like witch doctor. You can't really, a lot of doctors, would say to diagnose out of your own blood is ridiculous, how do you tell? But if you watch your own blood for long periods of time, over time, you begin to see certain states and conditions of what it's in. And it's amazing when you see your first bacteria in your blood, There'll be like little bars flipping around, or look like little red blood cells flipping around. This is bacteria. And you watch white cells surround them and eat them, and,